We've entered the March of the Madness. I don't know why I said it like that.
The March of the Madness.
Yeah, get ready for terrible college basketball case because I don't watch college basketball until now. And I don't know if Bryce does either, except for BYU.
As I say, I watch some Big 12 basketball. That's about it.
Well, either way, you get to hear two idiots talk about it. So here we go. You know, one day I'll remember to turn off the singer again.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy. It's like, I'm doing all this work to make sure that I don't have to do a lot of editing. Oh, crap. That looks bad. Well.
I don't think it necessarily looks bad. It's just not a fade. It's whatever. Like, even if it'd be one of those things for like, hey, we shouldn't, like, if we were like, hey, we should just make a custom one, I'd still have to, like, switch it over.
I could make you one where it, like, wipes on. And then it, like, does the whole open. And then it, like, wipes off. Reveal us.
Yes, I mean, it's up to you.
You could run it as a stinger yourself.
No, that's what I have to do now. I know.
The open. You would just run the open as its own stinger.
Oh, I mean, yeah, could. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, I should probably, like, rework it. Because I think my buddy Taylor made me that when I first started. Because I happened to ask him, I go, hey, how hard is it to do, like, a coffee mug sliding in as, like, as a stinger? He's like, not that difficult. And I think he did it in like 20 minutes or something.
You just gotta learn Adobe Audition, or not Audition,
Adobe Premiere, or no, After Effects, right?
No, After Effects. You just gotta learn After Effects. Maybe learn some like Flash animation or something.
I know he told me like,
and have it be like as if it was a camera over a cup of coffee. And like you pour the coffee into 2 cups, and then you have like an animated versions of me and you just like.
That's so much, dude. That's so.
Walk up and just like.
That's like a Fiverr job.
It's way too much effort for.
It's way too much effort for Like it just
It's exactly what I was thinking when I was making my trailer for my.
Like realistically,
the channel. I was like sitting there at the end of this. I was like, "Who's gonna see this?"
Realistically,
this is for me.
Like realistically, if I was smart, I would have had two mugs just come in, meet in the middle, and then have it on and have the title on top. Like that's really what I should have done. What should be done?
What you should do?
I don't know how.
You should have two mugs in the middle. And you have 2 guys just come up and grab them.
That's so much work. That's way too much work. That is way too much work.
Come on.
For the operation we have here.
It's not as much work as you think it is. And it would teach you invaluable skills about animation.
You do realize for animation, you have to do every single individual frame, right?
No, not with certain kinds of.
I know some programs like, you can. I think in Blender.
There's certain kind of tools, there's certain animating tools that will allow you to just be like, hey, this is an arm.
Yeah,
this is where the elbow is. This is where this is, and it will.
Like I said, I think in Blender you can record like actual movement like that, or it's like if it's like you put like the polygon or the the mocap, and it just does it. Like if you say like, oh, do this, it'll just record that motion. If I recall correctly, but I don't. I gave up on learning Blender early last year.
Yeah, let's spend $5 and get a new one.
Because Blender was difficult. Huh?
Because Fiverr is all about $5, right? So we find somebody.
I'm gonna tell you I'll tell you what. If you found someone on Fiverr to do it for $5, it's gonna look like someone did it for $5. That's all I'm gonna say. Take for what you owe with that one.
I know. I got it. I tried. I remember when I first. When I first was gonna get new, or when I was first an affiliate for Twitch, and I went to go get emotes made, and I realized, wow, people charge crazy amounts to make emotes for Twitch.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you're better off going to going to like Etsy and just buying pre-made.
Which is what I ended up doing. I think I ended up going to Etsy and
like that's what I did.
Had them created, and then now I've expanded my stuff. Finally, I'm finally not lazy about everything Twitch.
No, that's what I did. I got pre-mades, and I'm like, and I made the comment earlier. I'm like, I'm probably just gonna have to bite the bullet and get some commissioned.
Eventually, I'm going to do that, but
like, I don't necessarily want to.
$50 lying around.
No, it's one of those things. Like I don't necessarily want to, but I'm like, I think the pre-made's can only tear you so far.
See, I could go to you.
I can't, dude. For emotes, I have to like draw, and I can't draw. So
I was gonna say I could go to you, but you'd probably charge me more than these other people because you'd be like, "That's way too much work. If I'm gonna do this,
I can't draw." I mean, I could just tell you, like, put it into Chat GPT and see what you get. Like, they're like on it, like, do that and use that as like a base.
Go Chat GPT. Give me how many emotes slots do I have?
Well, I mean, like, you could legitimately just be like, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know.
Curious.
What would you want? Now. Hold on. What would you? By the way, like, I am an artist. I understand. Like, you shouldn't be using AI to do this. Yes, I get it. But when you're trying to get a concept or something like in there, I don't have a problem with it. Like,
I just want to see. Make me a set of.
For the record, I am technically an artist, so I'm realistically the person. I think I have the unique skill set to talk about it.
Retro video game style emotes for my Twitch channel.
Let's see. I'm gonna put it in mine too. I'll put it into, what is this? Copilot. Let's see.
Yeah, do you know what? Oh, here. You gotta select. So you want designer.
Oh.
Make me 20 emotes in retro video game style. My Twitch channel.
I have this.
So we're doing this as we're like doing the podcast.
I mean, like, it's sort of, but it's just like, you're like, wait a minute, I can do that. Yeah, you can do that.
No, I mostly just want to see what it comes up with. It's more of a curiosity.
I mean, to be fair, they're not usually, if you're descripted enough with it, like, I think it does the trick. Because the whole thing, because for me, like I said, for me, if you're kind of like, oh, I want this, like, I mean, I like this here. I'll send you.
Let's see what it comes up with.
Hang on, let me show here. Like, this is what it came up with when I just put it in right now. I'll send it real quick.
Let's see.
This is what mine came up with.
Its response was, I've created 20 video game.
There you go. I sent some. I put it in our chat. I put it in our chat. I did, like, apart from like some of the logos being bad, I'm like, and some of it, I'm like, some of these aren't terrible per se. Like, I think these would be great bases to go off of if you were to buy some.
You know what?
It's not bad.
I don't hate this.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, as much shit as like AI gets, where it's like, if you don't have like a good idea of what you want, and you can put it in there and be like, hey, I just want this style, like, draw me something up. This will get the job going, because then if you were to go to an emote designer, be like, hey, I want something kind of like this, just like in this style, like it helps bridge that gap. Because one of the things I hate, like when I was doing design work, is one thing I absolutely despise when people said, I don't like it, I want it new. And it's like, well, what do you want? I don't care, just make it new. It's like, fine, all right. Like, I hated that. But if you could come in and use one of these and be like, yeah, something like this, just put a beard on him, like, bam, good, and just make different emotions. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah, like look here. I'll show you the one that I actually ended up liking. I don't know that I'll necessarily use this on my channel by any means, but I'll just put it up on this. Can we look up?
By the way, again, I'm going to reiterate for everyone who's like upset about this and angry that how dare
angry and upset. I don't care.
How dare we use this? I'm just making the claim of like there's no.
First of all, I'm not even using this.
No, I know.
But
I'm just saying like using AI as a tool for something like this, I think is fine strictly because it gives you something to go off of and something to like just decide when you're trying to be like, throw something out. Wow, those are not bad. Like I said,
like this Mario one. The Mario one on the top, like the one next to the one with the headset.
Yeah, that one's
with the fist. Like I actually don't mind that. Like it actually came up. It's almost like it watched me and was like, "Hey, he has a beard."
The 2-1, like the one with like the fake Mario hat and like the person with the gun's a good one. The Toad ones. I mean, these are pretty good. Like these 3 down here on the bottom, I think those are pretty good. Like the Mario one and those are pretty. Like they're not bad.
The Toad one isn't bad. Like
if you were, like I said,
again, I don't think I'm going to use this by any means.
But it's one of those things where if you were to send something like that and be like, can you just make that, like not necessarily copy it, but like in that something to that degree, like that'd be that's like, like I said, it's a good base, but I digress. Carry on.
I think what I'd actually have to do to actually get it to work is I'd have to resize everything because it doesn't actually know what size to.
Nah, it's not that hard. You cut out.
I'd probably say transparent background, just the emote itself. Like, interesting stuff. But
like I said, it's not. I don't think it's bad to like do it, like to kind of get something going.
How did we even get into this conversation about emotes?
Because you brought up you were doing stuff on your channel.
Oh yeah, so
AI.
I'm actually getting active again.
AI, not bad. Use it if you use it as a tool.
I got active while he took his week off.
Use it as a tool. Did I do anything? No.
No, but I took an opportunity this week. I've actually got a short that's neared 600 views, I think.
Nice.
Which like isn't incredible, but isn't like is good.
Yeah, no.
I'd say it's half decent for my little fledgling YouTube channel. It's gotten me a couple subs, so actually I think it's got me a net total of 1 because every time. I feel like this is the problem being a variety streamer and content creator is you get people who follow you because they're like, oh my gosh, he posted Rocket League. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
cool.
That's so.
He's gonna post more Rocket League, and then you post a couple videos and they're like, oh,
it's not Rocket League.
This guy plays Mario. It's not just Rocket League.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think most people like I don't know. Like I know like I kind of grew because I was doing NCAA stuff, but it's like I'm like I'll do it once the new game comes out. For sure.
Oh, I will too.
Like that's my plan.
That game won't crash on my computer.
It should. I know that's one thing. I remember I was talking to somebody else about it, and he has NCAA. He has the revamp too, and we were talking about like the game. He's like, "Is it going to come to PC? You think?" And I made the comment. I go, "Well, I know Madden's on PC, so I don't see why." EA wouldn't put it on PC at launch if it's similar to Madden because they kind of work together.
Yeah, unless they are coming up with some sort of exclusive with Microsoft or Sony,
which they wouldn't.
And even if they did come up with one for Microsoft, it would be on PC. So
yeah,
Microsoft could be like, yeah, it's on the Xbox, but also the PC.
Because because I would assume. NCAA 25 because I know in the originals it would work with the Madden that came out, so I'm wondering if this one's gonna be like, hey, you can upgrade your rosters to 24 and 25. I don't know. Like I was thinking about that because I'm like it has to be on PC for that reason. I would figure.
Yeah.
But I know when that game was coming out, they were talking about all the players that like we didn't get to use in those things, and there's a laundry list of them. I mean, hell, I would even say Zach Wilson's one that would have been fun to play with in NCAA football that we didn't get to use. Him, Joe Burrow, Cam Newton, Andrew Luck.
Well, yeah. Now we actually get to see.
Heck, even I mean, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams would have. Caleb Williams would have stud.
The only big name in football right now, or semi-big name in football right now, that's not going to participate, or one of the few, I should say, is Arch Manning.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it from a perspective. It's like he doesn't want the money or something. But
he said something to the effect of, "I play football on the field, not in a video game." I was like,
someone made the point. Okay. I think somebody made the point. I think it was on like pardon my take. I think one of them made the comment where it was like, well, maybe he's thinking like, oh, if I was in the game, I'd be playing myself in the game and not necessarily taking my on the field stuff as seriously. Which I'm like, I guess that's probably true.
I mean, the nice thing is with so few people like participating, you can basically just go in and create a player and be like, all right, there's Arch Manning.
Well, and on top of it too, if it has like online rosters, like there will be guys who will do it because they do it in the show too, where it's like they add like there are guys who I don't think it's so much now, but I know for a while there was like a whole like a few guys like got all the rosters and added like all the minor leaguers to every squad, every like organization that they had that were available. So I'm sure that'll happen regardless. So they'll be in there. It's just not. It'll be after the fact.
In today's day and age, Barry Bonds probably would have gotten hacked into the game.
Yeah, I mean they have him in the show. Like you can find someone who made him.
Is he in the show now? Like he's willing to participate?
No, not like his likeness, but I mean like you can go into the vault and have someone has made Barry Bonds. I don't think I know people are like, oh, we should get Barry Bonds. And I'm very much in the camp of you're never going to get Barry Bonds in the show because he was weird about his rights back then. Like he wasn't
MVP. Player,
yeah, he wasn't an MVP 2005. We had John Dowd for him. But I know he was in a couple of games. I know after a while he was just like, I don't want it anymore. Because he wasn't an MVP 05. He wasn't in any of the shows. They had like Reggie Stalker and stuff. They had players.
Remember I had a MVP 05 on the PS2.
Oh, did you? No, you had
you had 04. MLB 05.
You had MLB 05, right? You had like the show version, right?
Or yeah, MLB 04.
Or 04.
Yeah,
something like that.
Back in the day.
But see, the funny part is like there were a couple of players like MLB or MVP Baseball 05 that were in the game. Like Kevin Millar was another one that wasn't in there. I'm trying to think. There was like a pitcher too, but there were a couple of them where it was like they weren't in the union, so they weren't in the game. You had to like put them in yourself.
Yeah. Well, the NCAA tournament coming up.
Not that it mattered.
As you mentioned, we're not doing. None of us are like college football experts or college basketball experts by any means.
Nope.
We're not college football experts either, but
I think we'd say we know more about college football than college football than we know college basketball.
I mean, I know all I can about BYU to tell everybody.
Yeah, boy.
To tell everybody, BYU's your sleeper. I'm just kidding.
I don't necessarily. I filled out my bracket. We both did. I don't necessarily like my bracket to this point. But my biggest problem when it comes to like the brackets and stuff, and this is why like I'll do multiple. I don't do like a bunch of them, but I'll probably do 2. I always feel weird when it's like I just pick the favorites because I know it's never gonna happen. Like not all 4 ones are gonna be in there, but it's like, okay, well, where's the weird gonna happen?
And how much weird is going to happen? Because some years it's like tons of weird, so other times it's like barely any.
Yeah, it's like chalk. It's chalk all the way. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I don't. Because he had like an 8 seed last year. I don't see that. I don't necessarily see that one coming through. But, I mean, I will say my final is technically a 3 seed versus a 4 seed.
Who'd you? So okay, let's talk about this because we are gonna put our brackets up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Once Specs actually is comfortable
When I'm
enough to submit his.
When I'm not second guessing myself.
Okay, so let's go Elite Eight. Who do you have in your Elite Eight?
The Elite. Where are we here? Okay. In the Elite Eight, I have UConn, San Diego State, BYU, and
San Diego State beating Illinois, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I have. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the side of the bracket, isn't it?
Wait.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong side of the bracket. Never mind.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wait, I have the way they split. Okay, so in the East. Wait, yeah, right. In the. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I hate this thing so. I hate ESPN so much. 1, 2. Okay, no, God, dude, I freaking. No, I got it. I hate, dude. Why does ESPN make it so stupid? I figured it out. That was okay. So in my Elite Eight, I'll go
UConn. So you were in the Sweet 16.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go. So for my East, in the East, my final 2 teams out of the East are UConn and Iowa State. In the what is this Southeast? Oh, in the South, I got Duke and Marquette. Meaning Duke beats Houston. Is that a bold pick? Probably.
Don't ask who I'm doing a bunch of mumble sounds. Because I've got UConn against BYU.
Oh yeah.
North Carolina, Dayton, Houston, and Marquette, and then Utah State is my bold pick, and Creighton. There's my really bold pick.
Okay, so my last 2 are North Carolina and Baylor, Kansas and Creighton. You know, you think I picked North Carolina to go to the Final Four and then lose to Duke? You know what? That's way more fun.
So I've got, and then Final Four, I've got UConn, North Carolina, Houston, and Creighton.
I have UConn and Baylor, Duke and Kansas.
And then who do you have winning, or in the final 2 and winning it all?
In the title, I got Baylor against Duke, Duke winning it all, and my total points scored is 145.
I've got Houston beating North Carolina, total points 165.
The only reason I picked 145 is like I went off last year's, so I was sort of like I just threw
a number out there. I was like, you know what, 84 or 81.
Well, the whole thing was too. I'm like, I really wanted to. Maybe I'll switch it to 150. I'm like 150 just seems like a safer bet. But yeah, for the record, I'm not necessarily like overly confident in anything. It's just like I told you, I've learned better than to trust like Arizona.
Yeah, I get that.
But I mean,
I get that, which is why I didn't trust Kansas.
To be fair, this is the funny part, and this is sort of like kind of where like the weird oddities I think come into play. Like I could easily be like, yeah, Purdue could beat Kansas, and then it's Purdue, Creighton, and then I guess Creighton could upset Purdue as the 1 seed. But it's like, I don't know. I have a very haunting suspicion you're not going to necessarily see a bunch of like number 1, like a lot of number 1s in there. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I've got 3 number 1s and a 3 seed, so
yeah, and it's like, I mean, that's the whole thing of like, because like that's the problem is I feel like I get very much tied into like these historical like schools that do historically well in the tournament. I'm more likely to lean on that than I will like anything else. Is that bad?
Yeah, I get that.
I don't necessarily know.
I get that. I'm just hoping for my personal sake that this is the year that BYU just is like, man, we're randomly in the Final Four. Man, what the heck happened?
Man, that BYU game is early.
What time is that at?
It's at 10:40 your time.
Oh yeah, that's how the Big 12 games went too.
I mean, you're not going to.
They're at 10:30 each day.
I know. Can you?
Have they announced what channel it's on? Because
I
actually have
saw
CBS. Now.
I saw it. I want to say it's on. I'm gonna guess based on like the start time. It's probably on like True. Yeah, it's on True TV.
Oh, that's a bummer because I actually have access to CBS.
Oh yeah, because you have it in the newsroom.
Well, I also have it just because of Paramount Plus through my phone plan. But
do you not have CBS because with Hulu?
I don't have Hulu with Live TV anymore.
Oh, what do you use to watch TV now? Or do you even watch TV anymore?
I don't watch TV.
Oh.
I stream stuff.
Oh.
I'll figure out a way to watch TV.
I know they have that app.
It'll be fine.
That's how I watch the games at work. Used to have the app. I wonder
we'll see how it all goes.
I mean, I could always just so you could always steal your parents. I wonder if you could. If not, you could steal mine.
They don't have cable anymore.
What do they have?
They don't have anything.
Oh.
They were borrowing from me for that little bit that I had Hulu.
I mean, I guess I could give you my login if you want, I guess. But you can't have, I don't think you'd be able to have CBS.
I don't need CBS. I have CBS. I just need
True.
Hulu. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out come.
You could always try what is it? Fubo?
Fubo. I think I've used my maybe I use Abby's login information to.
Yeah, there you go. Get it for like a couple days for that weekend. Because it's really only like this weekend, I think, for the most part, where it's like it's wild, where it's like these games are like kind of scattered way more.
Yeah,
it's like this weekend and next weekend, where it's just pandemonium.
It's gonna be fun. I like the NCAA tournament, even when BYU's not been in it for years. So
yeah,
and this year I actually have somebody to root for. So if BYU wins on Thursday, which they probably will, then this weekend, and if they win on what is it, Saturday that they play again?
Yeah, they play Saturday, 3:25, which is Saturday.
It'd be Thursday, and then if they win,
oh no, wait, they wouldn't play. They play wait, what? Monday? 3:25 is a Monday. What the heck? Oh, they haven't put it in yet. It's a placeholder. So I'm like 3:25 at 5 a.m. What the heck? That's when freaking like the Dodgers play this week. What is going on here?
According to my thing, the 23rd. So yeah, if they win. Yeah, according to my thing, if they win, then on the 23rd they play again in the round of 32. Now, if they beat Illinois, you're gonna hear me non-stop.
Hey,
on the podcast on Sunday. I'm gonna when we record it. I'll be like,
bro,
what up, Spects? Look at BYU.
To be fair, I took BYU over Illinois strictly because I think the competition BYU played is better than the Big Ten's competition.
I thought you said you were gonna have them not taking Illinois. I thought you said you had Illinois.
No, I took BYU. Okay. I literally said because I think the one realistically, like Illinois' win-loss record, they're only back 2 games in the loss column. But like I said, I don't think the Big Ten's exactly a dominant basketball conference.
See, the thing for BYU in every game you're gonna find is they could easily get booted in the first round because of poor shooting, or they could go all the way to the Final Four because they're just like lights out every game. Like,
that's how
BYU is. They ride and die by the 3. So it's like it'd be funny if they just make this run. And like I said, they make this run riding on hot shooting. They get to the Final Four, and then all of a sudden it's like they fall flat because they just couldn't keep up the shooting. And whoever they're playing, UConn or whatever, is like, or maybe not. I guess they'd have to beat UConn to get to the Final Four. Mm-hmm. But whoever they play in that Final Four matchup is just like, oh, you guys missing all your shots? All right, we win.
Well, I mean, that's whole thing is that's how I feel like how a lot of it goes, where it's just like it's a lot of hot hands. Or like whoever's hands the hottest for that particular like 40 minutes is like how it is like who wins it. I don't think there's a lot of in between. If that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why I don't necessarily watch college basketball is for that reason. Because it's just like it's not necessarily like the better team wins. It's always the hot hand wins. It feels like sometimes.
That's why they call it March Madness, eh?
No, which is okay, but is what it is. And then I have my fantasy baseball draft next tomorrow, or well, yeah, when this goes up that night.
You were sitting there going, "Oh man, they didn't even ask Bryce to join this," and I'm sitting here like, "Yeah, I don't care."
I know you asked, and I was like, oh sure, and then we finally got spots, and
I think what happened was, I don't think I ever asked personally to be in it. I think what happened was a couple of years ago.
I think we needed a spot.
You needed the spot filled.
That's
you were
right.
trying to get me in the spot.
Oh, that's right. And then Nick got his stupid friend in there who didn't do jack diddly squat. Like none of Nick's. I'm gonna put Nick on blast. None of Nick's people he brought into the fantasy baseball league did diddly squat.
I wouldn't be doing very well at it either. I have no idea how fantasy baseball's even scored.
It's a lot of fantasy. It's a lot of. I think ours is pretty easy though. Just average. It's average.
No, I know, and I get it. It's just a matter of like in football, it's a lot easier for me to look at the guy and say, "Yeah, he's scoring a lot."
It's not.
He typically does well. Like
it's a lot of like it's a lot of reading. Projections. It's a lot of reading between the numbers where it's like you can't. I think the biggest difference.
Baseball's so day to day that it's like you could have a guy who gets you like a bunch of fantasy points one night.
It's not even.
And then like next week
for us. For us, it's not like that. It's basically a cumulative like sort of score. It's not like that. So it's like you have the category like, oh, you want average, you want RBIs, you want home runs. It's cumulative. It's not like oh, this Trout got me 8 points tonight, and then Shohei got me 15 points that night. It's not like that.
Then I'd understand it even less.
It's not like that. There are some that do that, and I hate it. I was in a league like that. It was awful. It was awful. Oh, did you happen to see the picture I told you about? Like, I think I told you about it last night. We can talk about it here because it's just sad.
What happened?
See if I can find it. I guess Roger Lodge was at.
Oh right, you told me about this. You said to look up Roger Lodge's Twitter.
Yeah, because it's so bad. Like so.
Oh, I haven't followed Roger Lodge in years.
Where was it? Was it on Roger? Oh yeah, it was Roger Lodge. Was it Roger Lodge's Twitter? Where was this picture? I think it was. Hold on. Is it on here? Where the hell was it?
Let's see. Roger Lodge 7.
Oh, is that what it was?
Let's see. I don't see anything.
Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Hang on. I don't even remember what it is. This Twitter really Roger Lodge 7?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
714 tickets. 714 tickets.
Let's see. Okay. This Twitter should be.
Yeah, it's followed by the Angels.
Oh, I found it. Okay, hold on. Maybe he deleted the picture. Oh, look at the pic. Okay, look at here. I'm just gonna send it to you. Look at this picture. If you haven't seen this picture, just go look at Roger Lodge's Twitter.
Is it the one where he's got his arms around Perry? And
yeah. And look at Artie. And look at Artie. Look at like Artie just looks like he looks like he looks lost. Is what it is. Artie looks lost.
Artie is this cantankerous old man.
Like he should like
doesn't know who is so out of touch with everything in the world.
He's not even here.
That he's sitting there going, "Yeah, the fans appreciate what I'm doing."
Yeah, man.
They appreciate that I'm not even going after.
They don't
What's
want
his
Blake
name?
Snell.
They don't want Nace. They want another hitter. We just lost Shohei, so obviously what we need is another powerful hitter.
So this is.
I'm gonna go hard after JD Martinez.
He's not going hard after JD Martinez. He's not doing anything.
No.
I'm just gonna read what I wrote when. So they were.
I think he's signed. He's planning on selling the team, and whoever he's selling it to is just like, hold on, I need to take care of some stuff so I can buy the team.
So what I literally said. So what I was writing about when they said Blake Snell sold the Astros, he's seeking at least 2 years, $66 million with an opt out after this year. And they said Astros are intrigued, but are the latest team to. But the latest to balk as asking price, and I made the I retweeted saying the funniest part of this whole situation is Artie Moreno did nothing, not even being interested. End of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be funny how the situation played out, and how it'll probably end. 1 year, $33 million, unreal. I mean, mind you, I don't. Is he going to get it? Probably not, but I just do find it funny that the old Angels win took another victory lap, which I think is just hilarious at this point. Or Angels won. When they brought it up again. When they talked about it, I think I sent it to you. I might not have. Where was it? Hang on. One second here. So this is where I funny, where it's like the duality of man. So on Friday, on Friday, I get on Ken Rosenthal's podcast, Foul Territory, it was stated Perry Manassi and Angels GM has been lobbying Artie Moreno all winter to sign Blake Snell, sign a JD Martinez, and Artie has steadfast and said, no, we're not doing that. To where they retweeted, and this is the funny part, and I'll get to the duality of man here in a second. We said 3 months ago that Artie made it clear at the time that he wasn't going to sign any of the big three left-handed starting pitchers in the free agent market. Besides Perry, add Mike Trout and Juan Washington to the list of buying to add Mike Trout and Juan Washington to the list of those trying to encourage Artie to sign Snell and Martinez. And then Victor replied with "told ya," and all this other stuff. And then I laughed because and mind you, I could care less what these guys think. I don't care, but I do have to make the sort of like the laughiness of like where things continue, where it's like they continued saying these insiders and reporters have been guessing all wrong off season, where it was like people all thought like, oh, the Angels want Snell and all this stuff, and then again, sort of just it's almost like they want to troll in certain aspects, and I don't get it, but nevertheless, it's not my thing. I just observe, but so far they've been right. He doesn't want any part of it. Which again, not my thing. I'm just here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we can leave that there.
Sucks being Angels fans sometimes. Maybe we'll eventually get a new owner. Maybe one already dies.
It's not even an owner thing. If he were to be like, hey, we don't necessarily need a left-handed pitcher because we'd have to move one, and we're not really wanting to move one. Like at least make it seem like somewhat logical. Because, I mean, the whole thing I've been preaching the entire time is, like, play like a fourth-place team. And signing Blake Snell isn't playing like a fourth-place team. Signing JD Martinez isn't necessarily playing like a fourth-place team. So I can't ultimately be upset and get angry when they're doing the exact thing I said not to do.
Yeah, but I also feel like if they were to get both JD Martinez and Blake Snell, you'd all of a sudden be like, wait, could these Angels make...
No, you wouldn't.
An interesting splash?
If they got them both, hypothetically they signed JD Martinez and Blake Snell. You know how much that moves the needle in my head? It would go from the ceiling of like 85 wins. Now, okay, maybe you'll be at 88 and you'll get eliminated like a week, like 3 days before the season ends. Like that's really all it's gonna do. I don't think it's gonna move it into a position where it's like they get into the postseason. I think they'd be slightly better than they are now. Like here's my hot take before the season starts. The Angels will be in the same position they were last trade deadline, where it's like, are they gonna do something? Are they not gonna do something? And then fall apart again.
Will they trade Trout?
Yeah, get ready for that all season, by the way. But it's going to be that again, or it's just going to be like they're going to be flirting with it, kind of there on the cusp, and then like it fall flat on its face. Like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well,
like that's what it's going to be. Like spoiler. And like I said,
well, fun times.
Like I said, I think signing, because like the over-under right now for the Angels is 71 wins. If they sign JD and Blake Snell, it's probably going to be like 75. Like I don't think it moves the needle as much as like a lot of fans think it does. And also too, and it's like if Artie's like really like we don't want him, like I don't know what to tell you. But well,
it's a sad day to be an Angel.
The only thing I'm going to say,
as long as Artie is still the owner.
All I'm going to say on this, and we can end it on this point, is if Blake Snell really is like, I want to be an Angel, and Artie's saying, well, thanks, but no thanks, I think that's stupid, but equally stupid and equally hilarious.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Is like, if I
were Artie, I'd be like, look, if you really want to be an Angel, take a hometown discount.
He's not from here. He's from Seattle. He's from Washington.
No, I know. I'm not saying hometown like. I'm saying hometown discount like.
No, I know you mean where it'd be like
here,
where it's like, okay, how about 1 year, $20 million with an option or something? Like, I mean, yeah, I get like I guess that's what he could do, but I don't know. I don't know. Part of me sort of laughs and just assumes he's just
why
going to sign.
Why would he want to be here at all costs? Would be my real question.
I don't know. Because he was in San Diego and wants to stay in Southern California.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe I'm just wanting him to sign because I want everyone else to be wrong. But I don't know. All right. With that, we'll put a bow into this episode of Coffee with Spects and Bryce. Tune in next week where we'll discuss how bad our brackets are going to be. Probably.
Yay.
Or something. I don't know. All right. Until then, see you guys all in the next one. Bye. It's not gonna.
Bye.
Oh, he did.